All right, this is some question helps with the Desmos on transformation of functions from last week. Make sure you get this done and then email me when you finish. All right, check it out. We're investigating the relationships. Now, what appears to be the true relationship between these two functions? I know it looks like it may have been flipped over or may have been rotated because it's like down here. But if so, this horizontal line would have been like right here, right? So it's actually just it's flipped and then shifted. So flipped would be the best answer there. All right. It says in row 4, change the number to something else. All right. Okay. So what happens if we change this 0 to a 1 or a 2 or a 3 or a -4 or -3 or -2? So you get the idea that this shifts it up and down, right? So whenever you have it outside of the parentheses, that's a shift up or down. Boom. So we call that K out here. After the function, shifts it up or down. How's the graph transform to create the blue graph? So you start from here, going down 2, that's -2, not inside the parentheses, outside the parentheses, -2. Yeah. Okay, now let's talk about it inside the parentheses. So I'm going to change this 0, let's to a 1. So +1 went to the left. Huh. +2 went to the left. +3 went to the left. What about if I do minus? -1 went to the right. -2 went to the right. -3 went to the right. So it's kind of weird. Negatives are going to the right. Positives are going left. We've talked about this before, but that's the idea that insiders lie. Inside the parentheses goes left or right, and it is a liar. So left is actually positive, right is actually negative. Or another way to put it, negative is right, positive is left. So it's backwards from what you might normally think. So yes, that H inside the parentheses is left or right. And again, right here, this is what I was just talking about. Insiders lie. All right, so to go from this red to the blue, it went to the right 3. That means, again, horizontal, left to right, is inside and it's a liar. So inside the parentheses and right 3 means -2. So -2 inside the parentheses, not outside. This is vertical, but this is horizontal to the right 2. All right. So notice this is our total function. F x minus h is in parentheses, plus k is after it. Remember, h on the inside is a liar in the inside. Okay. So h shifts left, right. K goes up and down. That's right. And this one's backwards. Okay. So remember, inside the parentheses is left, right. H. K outside the parentheses is up and down. All right. So this can be tricky. We're starting at the red graph and we're trying to get to the blue graph. So from here to here, it goes right 2, down 3. So right 2, remember, is going to be inside and it's a liar. So right 2 would be a -2 inside the parentheses. And then down 3, let's see here, can I write on this? Yes. Okay, 1 second. Let me erase that. Let me get my stylus. 1 second. Okay, cool. So yeah, since it goes right 2, okay, that's going to be a -2 on the inside of the parentheses. Then it goes down 3. That is not a liar, so it'll be -3. All right. So this g of x equals f of x minus 2 minus 3, which would be right there, right? So let me erase this 1 second. So -2 minus 3. All right, apply the transformation to the right side of the equation in row 2 so that point A moves to point B. So if I want to move this to the right 4, is that going to be inside the parentheses or outside? Remember, left to right horizontal is inside and it's a liar. So I'm going to put my cursor inside, and since it goes right 4, I'm going to put -4. Oh, not 4, my bad. If you look at the numbers, it's actually starting at -2. It's only moving forward 2. There we go. Yeah, f of x minus 2. All right, when take an educated guess, what do you think is done to the equation f of x, the red one, to get down here to the blue one? Well, it's not shifted, it is flipped over, but one thing that we notice is that instead of going up 1 over 1, it's going down 2 over 1. That's because it's been vertically stretched. It's a stretch right there. Okay, so we're going to move this slider that's going to change the number in front of f of x. It's like a multiplier. The multiplier, if it's greater than 1, it makes it vertically more narrow, vertically stretched. But if it's less than 1, you see how it gets like wider, fatter, okay? But we call that a vertical compression or horizontal stretch. All right, last one. What do you notice during the activity about transformations of graphs and equations? What do you still wonder? And then you can fill this in on your own. Don't type that in. All right, you can hit submit and you'll be done. There's no big final submission. It logs it as you go. Okay, so make sure you've completed this and then email me when you finish if you hadn't already. All right.